Flame on, flame on, flame on, flame on, flame on.
It's about that time of day, let all the warriors come out and play. You tuned in to PB Smiley and Wayne Holloway. And me, my name's Santos, the Human Torch. And it's the hottest show around, it's called Blow the Whistle Sports. And today's the day, we talking sports and we came to play. Got no filter, we say what they all afraid to say. As last time we checked, football was a man's sport, so we don't let nothing fly. You ain't got a passport. We lot of fans, we attached to y'all. We talk about everything in the catalog, from football to basketball. We never had a loss. My team's so official, got stripes like the ref. That's why they call us Blow the Whistle. Big Packett on go like a loaded pistol. If you got a problem with us, let us know the issue. We giving y'all the realest talk on live. Tap in with us, btwsport.com.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. Please, guess who we have back in the studio? PB.
Hello, everyone.
And me, Wayne Holloway, a.k.a. the Big Packett. Man.
I wondered, is it the reason that I got these on?
I had to keep my ears warm.
To somebody called because this is like we're in the studio about to bust a verse.
Well, bust one.
Man, I don't know how to rap.
Come on, man. I heard you getting ill with a Tupac verse before.
Oh yeah, I used to rap back in the day, back in the 60s. Let me say.
How everybody doing? Man, I have to put a disclaimer out here. With this COVID-19 going on, calling these games and expecting games to go the way that we want them to go.
Or even should go.
Yeah, I've been off. I know you've been a little off because when pieces to the puzzle is missing, what else can we expect but to be off? That's crazy.
Where do we start?
Huh?
Where do we start?
Man. Well, and I don't even know where to go with it myself.
Was there any news?
You talking about start right there? Yeah, man. There's plenty of news going on. Major news. All fantasy football people. Fuller has been suspended for the rest of the season. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I had him on every one of my fantasy football teams except for one, and he was my power horse.
It's for PEDs, right? Illegal substances, they say.
Yeah, but you know that PED thing, it's crazy because they'll tell you that the person got hit up for illegal substance,
right? But
it'll be a substance that was okay that they just change and say, okay, it's not okay.
Nah.
Exactly. That's what they do. How can I call it? Fuller, you owe me some money when I catch up to you. I expect my payment in full. That money is I can't throw away all that money, man. You know how many fantasy football teams I'm in?
And now that Houston playing better, he was probably going to come up with some big numbers.
Playing better, but do you think they can make a push for anything?
A push, but that's all they do, just push and just follow. Push and follow.
What's their
4-6, right? Or was it
4-7? 4-7.
Well, with that 7 slot still available, they would have to win out or lose just one more game.
Well, even if they went out, Indianapolis is still 7-4, and Tennessee is 8-3.
Exactly.
So they're done.
Yeah,
they're done. But
they'll be a good team to
upset.
They'll be a good tough out.
Yeah, they'll do a lot of upsetting for people.
Yeah.
They were a slow start, and I believe it's purely because of Watson getting acclimated to not having his number one target.
Yes.
I can't even imagine being a quarterback and knowing that
your number one target would no longer be there.
Yeah, somebody no matter what, even if he's covered, if I throw it to him, he can go up there and get that ball.
Right.
Man, a lot of people compare him to Megatron. Who I compare to Megatron is Metcalf. Oh my goodness,
Metcalf, my man. Well, let's start there with Monday Night Football. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this. Remember?
Okay, kick him off.
Monday Night Football was embarrassing as far as the point spread. Yeah, I was talking about that. Vegas actually, don't know. Some guy, I guess he has some sort of connections with
a real beef though.
Yeah, and he had a parlay, and his parlay was going to pay out pretty good, but Seattle, for some strange reason, didn't want to score any touchdowns. They just kept kicking field goals. So at the end of the game, if you guys watched it, Wentz threw up a heave, a 50-yarder. They ended up catching it, going for 2 and getting it. Now, this man's parlay is several thousands of people's parlays probably was trash. He actually wrote the commissioner. And it was pretty funny what we read. It was pretty funny. He basically said this game was over, no doubt. I want to believe it's not fixed. But after watching that game, this guy said, I don't know, man.
Hey, I'm big on saying games are not fixed.
Right.
But I do realize that referees that used to bet on the game, and probably I'm pretty sure some people still try to edge the game on to over and unders and things like that. But this was like undeniably like
something didn't, and it looked right. I mean, you got the number one offense in the league that continue to go for field goals, and they dominating.
Yeah.
So then you throw a Hail Mary at the end.
I can't say anything. It got me shut up with the whole fix thing. The beginning of the game, first quarter, Seattle marches down the field. They get to the end zone. They're stopped. Instead of kicking the field goal, they go for it.
They go for it.
Like they're not moving the ball. I don't understand that.
And then the next drive, they did it again. Went for it again and got it. So throughout their game, they stopped doing it. Then settled for field goals. And you're the number one offense with my man Russell Wilson, which he's still the MVP to me, but he's starting to lose it. We'll see how
he's starting to lose it to who?
Not to me. To the NFL execs. They got Patrick Mahomes number one and him too.
Well, Patrick Mahomes is a well-oiled machine, so I can see why they would say that. I can see, it's a team sport. So if your defense messes up and lets other teams stay in the game,
exactly,
they're still going to blame it on Russell Wilson.
Blame it on Russell, yeah.
That's why quarterbacks, when they get those accolades, they hand out prizes to their line for keeping them safe so they can do it.
Mm-hmm. Because nobody has a better offensive line right now than Kansas City. Seattle has one of the weakest as far as protecting their quarterback.
Exactly. Why I told you, Kansas City, Super Bowl champions.
Oh, no, they'll be
back-to-back.
No.
Back-to-back Super Bowl champions.
You heard it here, 2 or 3 months ago, Saints win their last Super Bowl, and Drew Brees goes off in the sunset. Now, KC will probably go 3 years.
Drew Brees?
Yeah.
Drew Brees not even playing the game.
He will be in 3 weeks, man. Don't say nothing about Drew Brees, man. It's my man.
Don't say nothing bad about Drew Brees?
No, at all. Let's get into some of them games, man. What else game was pretty? Oh, Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin said that his team played like JV, even though they're 11-0.
Oh, we talking about that Wednesday game?
Yeah. They came on out of nowhere.
That's what they got to get straight. It was supposed to start at 3:30. Then they started at 12:30. That threw me off.
And who's sitting there waiting on the game at 12:30 on a Wednesday?
Nobody.
Exactly. I woke up and it was like 10 seconds left in the game. I'm like, oh, that must be the first quarter. Oh, wow.
Game over. Let's go. Now. I know those are big high profile games because we waited for we thought that was going to be the first time a game get canceled in the NFL the way they were going at it. Thursday.
You did it last week, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
heartburn.
Let me put the number up for people to call in. If you want to talk to us, that's the number. You can call in at any time. We holler back.
All right. What about Sunday night? What was the Sunday night's game?
Sunday night was Bears and Green Bay.
The Bears. I picked the Bears to cover. That didn't go too well in Vegas. They couldn't get. They had to get blown out.
They had Trubisky starting.
Yeah.
Trubisky He has that Bobby Boucher look when he's throwing the ball, and he gives me that Bobby Boucher feeling.
Yeah.
He's trying too hard. He feels like his job is in jeopardy, which it is.
Right.
Foles is right there standing over his head because Foles is the better quarterback.
Right.
So he's trying too hard. But I say that with a grain of salt because before Foles was even there, Trubisky, he had that one good season.
One. And it was mainly because that defense was like stifled.
All because of that defense.
The defense is still good. It's just that the offense is the worst in the league.
Not the worst in the league. Philly's the worst in the league.
Oh, you better not say that about Philly.
Don't nobody say nothing bad about Philly around Smiley.
Not just because I'm taking them this week.
You taking them this week?
Yeah.
Come on, somebody.
Man?
Somebody call him and tell Smiley not to take Philly this week.
Miles Sanders. He's going to get a lot of touches.
You know who Philly played this week?
Yeah, he's not a bad man to me. He's a bad man whenever they win. That's it. That's it. Only when he wins.
Aaron Rodgers has one dominant wide receiver.
And that's it.
He's making everybody else still look good on the team.
Yeah, well, they're known for letdowns. The Jags almost beat them. Minnesota went up there and beat them. Philly's playing for their lives, man. For their lives.
Philly can lose 2 games and still be in that division.
That's true. That's a good point.
Even with, 5 games left?
Yeah.
A lot of these games are trash. Let's go to another game of focus. Kansas City at Tampa Bay. Woo! That was a smoker.
This man had
I expected
400 yards and Tariq Hill 270, something like that. I didn't think it was gonna go like that. I thought the Tom will bounce back, and he did not.
So you ready to admit that Kansas City back-to-back Super Bowl?
No, I would never admit that. Not this. They're not winning back-to-back. They are going, but they're not going to beat the Saints.
They are going, but they're not going to beat the Saints.
Nope. And they play the Saints this 3 weeks from now.
Dude, I don't know what's with you and the Saints. How you feel like that, or
you don't like Louisiana, man? You don't like the crawfish and all that there. You don't like that there.
Hey, I shout out to Louisiana. What's going on, Louisiana?
Drew Brees in the house.
Drew Brees should have been in it the last two years.
Right, so that's why he's gonna. This is it.
This year, man.
They resting him. He got the punctured lung. He just sitting up like, oh man.
It's like that movie Life. He just can't get right.
No, he'll get it this time.
Even if Drew Brees come back and he's doing steady, their coach will find a reason to take him out the game and put Hill in because Hill is not doing bad. He's actually doing
good.
decent.
He's doing good.
Doing very decent.
Can you imagine that in a Super Bowl? Can you imagine that? And they just throw him in there out of nowhere. Kansas City does not have a dynamite defense. Average.
Throw who in there?
Taysom. Saints fans, y'all know it's y'all year. So get ready for Drew Brees to bring you your last Super Bowl.
Yeah, Saints fans, I apologize. I gave it to y'all the last 2 years. Y'all should have did it. Y'all have the team to do it if Drew Brees come back and is truly Drew Brees. And if Sean Payton lets him be Drew Brees.
He was Drew Brees before the injury. These guys on a 8-game winning streak.
I don't know. It was a couple games there he looked kind of sloppy. Was that because of his number 1 receiver being missing?
Nope.
What was the fault?
Patrick Mahomes, how did he look in the first 5 games?
Patrick Mahomes looking rusty and still look good.
No. The first 5 games, how did Patrick look? They did not even mention him in the MVP count. He wasn't even in the top 3.
Okay.
How does he look now?
Excellent.
And what was Brees looking like before he got hit? Excellent, man. No, man. NFC champs, I already see it. Saints. Let's go through this game, man. I want to talk about that. Kansas City, you surprised me. Or is it a surprise that Tampa Bay is not as good as we thought?
It's a surprise that Tampa Bay is not as good as we thought.
You think it's more like that? Or Kansas City?
Tampa Bay is as good as we thought. They're
just not as good as Kansas City.
They're still learning themselves. They just got a piece to the puzzle. He has to get his timing right with AB.
Okay.
Once he gets his timing right with AB, he still just until his timing right with Evans. Gronk is his normal target, but Grunt has lost a step.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed it.
Yeah.
Break is the better tight end for him.
Yeah.
They didn't even need Grunt to come. That name right there and critical downs, it draws respect. That's what they're using it.
My thing, Pack, is this. The offense is not a big deal.
Okay.
Coming into that game, Tampa Bay was a top 7 defense.
Right.
They looked terrible. This dude put up almost 20 yards in the first half.
Tampa Bay hasn't looked like a well-oiled machine all season long.
But the defense is always been there. You can count on the defense. That was terrible what I saw. So, I mean, Tom looked bad, but I'm not going to put all that on him. Your defense came into that game, you're not even in the top 10 anymore. It was once in the top 10. And, I mean, they were just throwing this dude the ball, man. Who was getting burnt?
So you're not going to put it all on Tom?
No. That defense broke. That wasn't, you didn't look too good against the Rams. Then now you have a game like this against a team that's 2 steps above the Rams. That's the defense.
This is the Super Bowl champions you're talking about.
Yeah, if I say 2 steps above. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So Tampa, I'm not sold on you.
So let's get back to the resurgence of the 49ers.
Yeah.
They back. They ready to do things again.
They can make the playoffs.
They got three people that came back that game. Omar, Mr. Omar, yeah, he wants some money from me because I picked the Rams to win that game.
Yeah, I would have picked them too.
I didn't. With this COVID thing, I didn't know those 3 players were going to come back at once. Okay. But at the same time, without them having their quarterback,
he doing it. He doing it again, man. Listen, if Mullins stayed the quarterback, even though you got a janky schedule, I would not be surprised if you can get that 7 spot.
So you think
Mullins? Yes.
Mullins?
Yes.
Is better than Garoppolo.
Look at the numbers, man. Look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie, they say.
Tampa Bay is 7-5. I think they'll make the playoffs. They'll squeak in.
Well, they got Atlanta left on the schedule. They got Minnesota left on the schedule. And teams like Detroit will get up for them, and they can lose one of those games.
Everybody will get up for them just because they're playing. They don't want to be that person that lost to Tom Brady.
Yeah. It's a long shot for Frisco, but they're still in it. See what I'm saying? They're still in it. And I like them. I like them. With Mullins, yes, I like them with Mullins.
Okay, so tell me what happened to the Raiders.
Wow.
The Raiders were supposed to win that game.
Well, where your guy? What's his name?
Julio Jones?
No, the guy they call. You got to call him.
Oh, Mr. Good?
Your cousin? Is that your cousin? He's a Raider fan.
Oh, man, I know a lot of Raider fans.
Oh, that's somebody the one that called in, though.
Oh, yeah. Raider fans, when they lose, you won't hear anything from them. You have Raiders call in when the Raiders have won or the Raiders are on a good roll. You won't hear them stop talking. I put disclaimers out when those games are over.
That game surprised the mess out of me, man. Hands down.
Surprised me too.
40. I mean, you couldn't score a touchdown. It was two field goals, man. Against
Atlanta did this without Julio Jones.
Yeah, one of the worst defenses in the league. So the question is the Raiders going to win this week? They got the Jets.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
I was about to say, I'm just making sure.
So we're bouncing around from games because a lot of these games were nasty. Like, there's no need to talk about the Saints putting the shellacking on the Broncos. The Broncos are not even contention. So we're trying to talk to you about games that really meant something.
What about Tennessee with Henry? Ooh. He's still stiff-arming fools, man.
Henry, he's like one of them old, the backs of old. Like Henry run 2 or 3 people over on one run.
One run.
He make people look bad. You don't want to be on a highlight reel with Henry stiff-arm you or Henry run through you like you weren't there.
Yeah.
So what was your call in this game? I picked the Titans to win.
I had Indy. I thought that Indy could put a little chokehold on the division, and it wasn't so. I was very surprised in that game. I watched that game 28 to 14 at halftime. Once I saw the score, I knew that they weren't going to come back, knowing you got Henry that could just eat up all the clock. The weaknesses that they have is the defense is average.
Right.
Tannehill is based off numbers. He's good.
Okay.
But I watch where if you get after him,
Right.
you could expect some balls in the ground and the balls going to the other team. So the team they're about to play this week, they're known for getting after the quarterback. And Garrett is back.
Ooh.
Look for the upset.
All right.
Kobe Bryant brother, by the way.
Carolina hung in there with the Minnesota.
Looked like they were going to pull that off.
They should have pulled it off.
Yeah.
That's another game that looks suspect to me.
Out of nowhere. Just
late in the fourth quarter, Minnesota mucked the punt and would muck the kickoff. Carolina recovers. Why didn't we just take the knee and run the timeout? Why they go for it 3 times and then just settle for a field goal?
When I see teams settling for field goals and you're either great at your offensive prowess or you're in it to try to get in the playoff spot and you're settling for field goals, that's when I go, turn the TV off.
It's boring.
No, something ain't making sense.
Okay.
You still in it. There was 4-7. They're still in it.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Field goals?
Not anymore. It's a lot that got to happen.
But I'm saying at that time, you're still in it and you're winning the game. You're dominating. You're clearly the better team that day. I'm not kicking no field goals, man. I'm trying to win the game.
Well, right now, Cali Cat Pack Roaring Riot, I have to. I'd rather us get a
good draft pick.
Bomb draft pick. We need another Luke Kuechly on the team.
Well, you would have to. You can't win more than one more game, then.
See, that's with this new coach.
Yeah,
they don't care about that. They rather leave with a 50-50 record, not even making the playoffs. But my first year, he wants to put behind his name wins. Yeah. So I know each game, Carolina's another team that can upset teams.
Well, I like them next year. 1-2.
Next week they play Kansas City.
Who? No, you already played them.
Kansas City?
Carolina, y'all remember y'all had a great game against them. Looked like y'all was gonna beat them.
Wait a minute, because I could have sworn. You're right.
That was a good game. Remember, we thought y'all was gonna pull that one off.
We should have pulled that one off.
Under the 11-point underdogs, and then you was like, "Nah, we gonna get them points."
Yeah, we did get it.
Yeah, man.
But another good game that was Cam Newton. That New England's hanging around.
Cam. He's a gamer. Stat sheet is horrific, but he's a gamer. That defense is solid. They did a goal line stand in the first half. I watched that game.
What's your definition of the gamer?
Well, his stats are going to be insignificant, but the plays he make are so significant in the game where you forget the stat. Like 3rd and 3, he's getting those tough yards. I doubt he had 100 yards throwing the ball.
I'll say it and say it again. He's one of the best, if the best physically fit person in the NFL. Oh no,
that dude's that strong. Yeah,
But if he doesn't work on his accuracy, it will always be wah, wah, wah. Let's get into the new games coming out, man.
Yeah.
Because who wants to talk about the Dolphins and the Jets? When the Dolphins, are they going to let Fitzpatrick play this week?
Good question. They say almost a game time decision. When they say that, listen for it tonight. Tonight they're going to probably reveal who it's going to be. I'm pretty sure it's Tua.
If they put Tua in,
they win.
The Dolphins will make the playoffs and can win in the playoffs with Fitzpatrick.
I agree. Look for them to take over that division. They're only one game out, and the last game of the season they play Buffalo.
Why don't their front office want them to win? Why do they want to throw Tua to the wolves right now?
I don't know. And then you keep doing the herky jerk with Fitzpatrick. How does that throw his rhythm off? Knowing, okay, am I playing this week? Am I not?
Hey, I don't know. Fitzpatrick look like
he can go for another.
He just be sitting back there on the bench like this, looking like, yeah, Tua, I love him. I'm trying to help him out, but they threw him to the wolves. He's messing up. Oh, you want me to go in now?
Right.
Let me go fix this. And he get in there and he do the magic.
Yeah.
I think he can go to another team and still make a difference.
He look like he got 3 or 4 years left in him, man.
Thank you.
But this week, Tua, he can beat them.
People will get mad at me for saying I'll take Fitzpatrick over Teddy Bridgewater.
I would too. And the beard. And the laggers.
Okay, let's get into the new games coming up. Sunday, December 6th. First game, Browns at the Titans.
Upset. You talking about number 1 and 2 rushing team in the league. Titans is number 2. Cleveland's number 1. They got the best 2 running backs that I've seen in a long time.
1-2 punch.
1-2 punch. And they're kind of similar styles, but Hunt is more of he's gonna catch the ball out of the backfield. Chubb, they're going against a defense that they can run on, man.
Okay.
The pass rush for Cleveland, Tannehill, I expect 2 picks. No, I expect 1 pick. I expect 3 or 4 fumbles, 3 or 4 sacks, and a fumble or 2. Garrett is back, man. He's ready.
Me, this is a 50-50 game.
He's gonna take the home team.
You know who I'm taking? That running back there.
Okay, but they got 2 of them. They got 2 of them.
They got 2 of them. Tannehill.
This is Baker's coming out game, man. This is the definitive game of his highlight of his career thus far. You're beating the number 1 team in that division, and you're still standing up in the atmosphere, so to speak, with Pittsburgh in your own division.
Oh. Blow the Whistle Sports. Oh. You got to call back, people. Sorry about that. You have to call back. Maybe I hung you up. Or you hung up. You got to get it together. So let me see. You taking the Browns.
Yeah, upset.
But you made a good point there. A good point with the 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
And both quarterbacks to me are like the same. Both.
I take Tannehill, but in this game, I think Baker, he can do it.
I'm siding more with the Titans because that running back is just
he ain't about to stiff Arnold Garrett. He definitely ain't doing it to him.
PB talked me into it. I'm taking the Browns this week. Taking the Browns. Raiders at the Jets.
Last year, the Raiders were blown out 34-3. Most people don't know that.
Okay.
It's almost the same record that they had last year they got this year.
All right.
I expect something slightly different. Jets will be in the game, but Raiders will win.
You know what? I talk a lot of crap about the Raiders, but I've taken the Raiders a lot this year, and I've lost every time I've taken the Raiders. This is a game the Raiders should come out and enforce their dominance, but for some reason, games the Raiders supposed to win, they seem to they just lose. And then games like Kansas City or a high-powered team, they'll come out and they'll beat them.
I'm only saying it because they got 2 straight losses and they got smashed last week. They can beat them this week.
I'm taking the Raiders. I'm just not putting any money on them this week, man. I'm done. The Raiders,
I'm with you on that.
The Raiders have cost me too much money. All right, people, if you want to call in, do I have the number up? Yeah, the number's up. 1-747-609-1014. Call in. Holler at us. We holler back. Jaguars at the Vikings. You know what? It's funny, but Kirk Cousins, he gets his wide receiver back, his number 1 wide receiver. Yeah. Kirk Cousins has actually been looking good the last 3 to 4 weeks. He hasn't been looking like that bum that we normally see.
Yeah.
He's finally seeming like he's settled in and he's going to be the quarterback they wanted him to be.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Vikings, and if you take the Vikings on your betting card, the Vikings will cover this week. The Vikings will beat the Jaguars by at least 17 points.
Oh, wow. Jags, they've been covering lately, man. I'll stay away from that game. But I agree with you that Minnesota win.
Okay. Bengals at the Dolphins.
Tua showcase, I think he showcased why this is a problem, trying to figure out if it's me or Fitzpatrick. 3 touchdowns.
It shouldn't be a problem. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Fitzpatrick started. If Fitzpatrick started messing up, then Tua should have came in.
Fitzpatrick was playing the best 3 games of his career. And when you start off 0-3, then now you're 3-3, 1 game out of the first place. I never seen anything like it. And then even when he's coming in now, he looks like, no problem, I got this.
Well poised. It looked like he's done it before. Hello, caller. How you doing? Welcome to Blow the Whistle. Oh, Oma, what's going on with you, sir?
What's up? I see you hanging up on me. You scared, right? You don't want to talk about how my Niners did last week?
Oh my goodness! You know what? For you, can we put this pause and go back to that Niner game because he's feeling himself again. The Niners won by a late field goal, mind you. Not they got in there and just came in and dominated.
We're the NFC champions. What do you expect? I mean, we're good for something.
I like y'all to make a playoff push. You're still in it.
Yeah, just like the Panthers, right? We're still in it too, right?
I said I want us to get a draft pick. Your team is having COVID and management problems. Your team has been having management problems since way back. You guys had a Super Bowl caliber team that could have did just what the Chiefs are going to do this year, go back to back. You guys could have did that. Your management destroyed your team, got rid of one of the best coaches you guys had, and just and I know I went on a rant because I was going to tell you off about your team, but you guys have a solid team. I'm not going to take that from you. You better squeak that out against the Rams, though.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was good. They needed the young boys needed that game. They needed that. The defense worked way too hard for them not to be able to finish strong.
Wow, it was crazy. But
I like y'all. I want to say something.
No, go ahead.
Do you agree or disagree? I like Mullins over Garoppolo.
No, you shouldn't. I was you.
Say it again.
Jimmy G over Mullins. Mullins is he's just there for now. He's just filling in the gap. At the end of the day, Jimmy G is the best quarterback we can have.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
And if you guys put some faith into Jimmy G and let him start slanging that ball, you guys will be more than just one-dimensional with that run game.
You guys will be having pick sixes.
Let Jimmy do what Jimmy does, and Jimmy will do it. Shanahan cannot keep having this kid on a leash. Like, the man's he played for a good offensive coordinator. He knows how to play the game. Let the man play.
All right. We were doing this week's picks. You made a little change off me. And this week I want to present something a little different to you. Let's see who picks the most winners. How about that? And let's put money on that one.
Let me get my pen ready.
Okay.
Take money again. You gotta stop losing money, though. I'm telling you, man. It's not fair to take your money.
People. He's talking. PB, he won one time. He's acting like he's like I'm an ATM already. You're gonna be my ATM. Do you have your pen yet, sir?
Yeah. What we got?
All right, Browns and Titans. Me and PB already called this one. What's your pick?
I called the Browns.
Okay, it's unanimous. It's all three of us picked the Browns. Raiders at the Jets.
The Raiders.
Jaguars at the Vikings.
Vikings.
So far, we on the same page. Bengals at the Dolphins.
Oh, man. If Tua plays, they win.
Oh.
What did he say?
If Tua plays.
They win.
All right. See? That's what I'm saying. You be on that good wacky tobacco. See, when Tua played, the first time he won, it wasn't Tua that won. It was that defense and that special team.
That's right.
The next time Tua played, he lost. And they had to bring Fitzpatrick in to back him up, and Fitzpatrick still almost won that game.
Yes,
then the next game, Fitzpatrick came in, and Fitzpatrick magic, and once again, the Dolphins rise to the victory. if Tua plays, well, you know what? All that being said, they're playing the Bengals. The Bengals, they're getting better, but it's a for sure win if Fitzpatrick play. It's a 50-50 if Tua plays.
But I feel like it's more exciting for the. I mean, that Dolphins team is ran by that defense, and like we talked about, defense and
Right.
special teams. But Tua brings a spark. There's something about that kid having, that kid on the field that's just gonna make that franchise feel special. So I think it's good for the team to see that young man come in there, the heart of Hawaii, come in there and tear it up.
I like the way you said it, the hard hole Hawaii.
Well, now I'm starting to think now. No, I'm starting to think.
No, I got back to Hawaii. They told me, they're like, dude, this is a big deal where Monday through Friday, they're talking. That's all they talk about is that kid. That kid is the heart of that, the island. I wish him luck. I just don't think he's healthy. I think that it sucks because 1 to 2 hits, he's going to be average.
Well, see,
It's not healthy.
now I'm agreeing with him because now I'm starting to figure some things out with politics, and then
What you jumped off Fitzmagic?
no, I'm just saying if he goes in there and play, and he does a good job and they win, they're not going to put Tua back in there.
No, they're going to keep playing Tua because they picked Tua to play. Tua is the future.
No, I'm just saying if he plays this week, I'm agreeing with you. But I'm saying if Fitzpatrick finds a way to get in there, I would not be surprised if they lose the game. To justify putting Tua back in there.
Look,
True.
I like Tua. I'm just saying you see more of a spark with Tua when that team plays than Fitzpatrick?
I don't.
Absolutely, because
No.
they agreed on it and said this is the guy that we want to lead the team. His Magic is great as a backup. I love it. I would take this Magic over any of our backups in a heartbeat.
Wow.
But for sure, the way it is that you've seen this guy can play. They have to see something that they want this guy to play over a quarterback that wins. This Magic he's a baller.
Yeah.
It should so disrespectful for him to lose that job, like I said last week. It's the most disrespectful thing, but it's also a humbling thing to let you know how much faith that the Dolphins need. I mean, they have in this kid. And that's a good thing because they didn't have nothing good in happened to the Dolphins in a long time. This is the best thing. I think they got to ride it. They got to pay this kid. Even if he has 2-3 horrible games, he's still playing.
From what you know, did they make a decision if it's Fitz or Tua this week?
It's going to be Tua. They can't. That boy cannot go back to the bench.
They have Fitzpatrick as starting right now.
If he's not hurt, they're probably, if there's an injury that they know about, they're not telling us, which is probably what they're doing. Because when they pulled him that last game, I thought it was an injury, but then he said he was doing bad. He wasn't doing that bad because the game was not out. The game was not over yet.
Right.
They pulled him out because something's wrong, and they're holding him back because that kid should have been starting. It should have played as hot. That kid should be considered the starter for the rest of the season.
Okay, so what's your pick?
Browns all the way, regardless.
Wait. You said who?
The Browns.
No, Bengals and the Dolphins.
I'm sorry, Dolphins. My bad.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, wait a minute. We were talking to two of the Browns.
My bad.
Okay, so it's pretty much unanimous. We're all taking the Dolphins. But I'm saying if Fitzpatrick plays, it'll be a blowout. They'll blow the Bengals out. If Tua plays, it's going to look like a game.
Yeah.
Colts at the Texans.
The Colts. Texans got the 2 wins they got to win. They got those 2 big wins, and that's it for them.
Okay, I agree.
Well, Watson is a extremely good quarterback, better than good, but he just lost another number 1 wide receiver in the same year. He lost Hopkins, now he lost Fuller. Now we're down to Brandon Cooks, which arguably he could be a showcase as a number 1 wide receiver, but without having a decent running back, with having to play with what you got, and I don't think Cobb is still hurt, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm taking the Colts. PB, who you taking?
Colts all day, man.
Well, unanimous on there. So, Lions at the Bears.
Upset.
Okay.
Give me the Lions.
Whoa.
I take the Bears.
You know what? I like Matthew Stafford, man. The Bears have a better defense. And see, this is what I'm scared of about picking the Lions. And the Mac man put Stafford out in the second quarter because Stafford hand is already hurt.
Well, I like the new coach. They're gonna rally around the new coach. The governor,
the interim coach.
Yep, they're gonna rally around him. It's a divisional game. Chicago snuck that one week one. Bears had them down 17 points. They shouldn't even lost that week one game. Bears have no divisional wins. This will be the first one. I mean, Lions have no divisional win. This will be the first one.
Matthew Stafford. Did Matthew Stafford, number one wide receiver, Galladay come back?
Yeah, they just got smashed.
No, Galladay wasn't playing. The junior returned into the
okay, right.
Find out.
Yeah,
Galladay is?
No, he's not playing.
See. I'm taking the Lions. I'm taking Adrian Peterson with that B in the back. You see, I'm speaking out of my the other side right now. Oh yeah, I'm taking the Lions. Me and PB the Lions. You taking the Bears. So that's where we spread apart right there.
Yeah, that's a different place.
Saints at the Falcons. I smell an upset. I'm taking the Falcons.
I'll take the
Saints.
Hill is looking really good. He's looking really good to me. I'll take the Saints all the way.
Saints, yeah.
I'm a believer.
Okay.
I'm a believer.
Look. If Drew Brees was playing, I would be on the Saints side too. If Hill is playing, I'm gonna go with Matty Ice, and Julio Jones comes back this week. Falcons. It's a divisional game. Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons for the upset.
I gotta go with the Saints because I don't expect the Falcons to do what they did last week.
I don't expect them to do what they did last week either.
But I'm saying with that camera footage of blah blah blah, and the film footage, yeah, and they just smashed them 2 weeks ago up in New Orleans. Same thing happened again.
Drew Brees not playing.
Drew Brees not playing that game.
Okay, so I know on my football pools, I should take off on this game.
Oh, okay.
Giants at the Seahawks.
Russell Wilson puts up 5 touchdowns. He needs 5 this week.
Okay. So,
You know what?
uh-oh.
I want to upset. This is the upset I'm going to take. The Giants.
With a backup quarterback. Oh, okay.
Hey, you know what?
Why not?
Hey.
It's going to be a sleeper game.
Do your thing. Rams at the Cardinals. Omar?
Cardinals need this, but I feel like I want the Rams.
I'm sitting over here with the same look on my face,
Cardinals.
but when it feels like that, I normally try to give it to the home team. Kenyon Drake is back for the Cardinals, and that's a heck of a running back.
I mean, they play
the Rams
tough.
are still hurting that running back, and then they got that quarterback that can run the ball and throw the ball.
They tough at the crib, man. They just tough at home.
I'm taking the Cardinals also.
Only lost 1 game at the crib.
So you're taking the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Patriots at the Chargers.
2 in a row.
Patriots.
Cam get mustered 2 in a row. Defense is terrible. He'll look one of his best games of the season to be against this team.
They're playing in L.A. I really don't want to take Cam. But I'm going with the Patriots. I'm going to stay with you guys. Go with the Patriots. Eagles versus Green Bay.
Upset of the week. Upset of the season.
I got to blow the whistle on
All
that
right.
one. I got
Oh, it's loud.
my bad. I didn't mean to blow the whistle in your ear like that. But
Philly
I
with the
had to.
upset.
He taking Philly over Green Bay.
Hello, Philly fans.
In Green Bay.
Hello, Philly fans. They beat them last year in
No
Philly.
way.
In Green Bay.
No way. Green Bay.
Yep, laugh at me.
No.
Laugh at me.
I'm not laughing at you.
No, he's laughing.
Which is,
Green Bay.
Broncos at the Chiefs.
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 These are too good.
Yes, keep saying that because they will be back-to-back Super Bowl champions.
No.
You better be hoping for an injury. That's the only way they don't be back-to-back Super Bowl champions.
They have not gotten a good injury. They have not had a terrible injury all year.
A terrible injury? No.
They haven't really lost any. They've been healthy the entire year. If they stay healthy, they win.
They've been playing other teams like they're toddlers and they full grown.
But that defense is suspect. I said that last week. The defense is suspect.
Yeah, we just talked about that about 20
Their
minutes ago.
defense is suspect, but their offense kills.
Yeah.
And the offense, they lose one piece, it's over. If Kelsey goes down, I'm telling you right now, Kelsey goes down, that's a big target for him. That's it for the offense. If Kelsey goes down, they could deal with any wide receiver, they could live with the wide receiver. But that tight end is the heart of that offense.
But his point he's making, whether you agree with what I'm about to say, but it's still the valid point.
I'm listening.
Saints
Right.
showing you, look, Breeze is out. Look what they're still doing. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Breeze is out, and look what they're still doing. You know?
My goodness.
What you think?
Oh, man. Are we still up and going? Hey, Omar, how you doing, sir?
Okay, y'all lost me for a second?
Yeah. PB did something.
Now check it out. Check it out.
Are we still up?
Check it out. We saw the Saints go through what the point you're making. We see the Saints do it. Michael Thomas, did they have him? They lost him for about 5 games. What did they do? Struggle for that first week and a half, 2 weeks at the most.
Okay.
5 straight. Drew Brees goes out. They're still winning. Can KC do that? No.
Okay, can I say something there to add to that? Because I'm telling you, the league right now, the way that these new quarterbacks, the way the whole quarterback system was running in NFL the last couple of years, is that you need a solid tight end. If your tight end is not a superstar, no one or have superstar like caliber type player, your offense is just a regular offense. The Saints, we beat the Saints last year because their tight end got hurt in the second quarter. We would have lost that game.
Okay.
You see how so if Kelsey goes down, this team is not going back to back. They might lose any playoff game they play.
The last 2 games.
Washington at the Steelers. What?
Washington and the Steelers. I think Washington, just because I feel like the Steelers need to lose a game. It's better for them to not go undefeated in the regular season. They need to lose this game. And they could lose it because Washington is going to be the division champion. Yeah, well, this is too soon. This is too soon.
They still have KC. They can't, they don't want to deal with the fact that KC has only 1 L. Then they get 1 L, and they have the tougher schedule compared to KC. They got 3 teams left on their schedule that can actually beat them. All 3 of those teams have winning records. I would say that they would smash them and get prepared for that last 4-game stretch, where they can probably pull off 2 and then drop 1 at the end. Because right now they need this. Because KC doesn't look like they're going to lose anytime soon.
Yeah, and the Steelers don't seem scary to me. The Steelers, the last of all the games I've seen, they have not completely dominated the game. Maybe in the third quarter, third and fourth, they played better. But ideally, I'm not scared of this team. They could lose any game. They're not as scary as KC.
Right.
So Steelers should lose. I feel like they should lose 2 humbling losses. Well, at least 1 embarrassing one like this week, and they could lose the next.
It won't be Washington.
They got Buffalo. I'm just saying, this is their schedule. They have Washington, Buffalo, Cincy,
They lose Buffalo.
they have Indianapolis, and then they have Cleveland at the end.
Buffalo and
They
Cleveland.
lose Buffalo. They and Buffalo. They just lose this or Buffalo. They got to lose either one.
Then you got Indianapolis. Then you got Cleveland. My point is, this is too early for them to think like that. I mean, they one game ahead of KC in the AFC conference. They need at least 2 more games to start thinking like you're saying. This is too early. They need to be at least 13-0 before they think like that. 11-0, no, that's not enough.
That's a big deal. 13-0 is an amazing feat for any team.
Right. So if say they lose that game and they win out, and that game is not a divisional game, then they still and KC wins out, then they would have the best record in the conference because KC has already lost a divisional game. So that nod will go to them and they get that week off, which they clearly would need that week off.
And I'll say this to both of you guys. You brought up the point about the tight ends, the teams needing tight ends. KC has not lost their tight end. KC is doing just fine. You're bringing out where they have to lose a piece for them to lose. It's not going to happen, people. Back-to-back Super Bowl champions, Kansas City. This week, the Steelers will beat Washington and go and lose to Buffalo.
I think they beat Buffalo.
Well, we'll see after this week. But they're not going to lose to Washington. But thank you for taking the W's, Omar. I appreciate it.
I already got your money still sitting on Venmo. I didn't even touch that money. That money still sitting up there so I can just send it back.
Oh, man. Oh, Bills at the 49ers. We already know where you're going, Omar, because you're a diehard 49er fan.
49ers.
On the way. Come on, man.
They back in it. They're back in it.
Have a chance.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bills.
No, man. 49ers.
I'm taking the Bills.
All right. They back in it, man. They back in it.
On my other cards, I'm going to put the 49ers. But with this man right here, I'm taking the Bills. You know what? I'm taking the Bills on all my cards, too.
Uh-oh.
I don't like the way he just laughed. I don't like that. I'm taking the Bills. Both of you guys take the 49ers. I mean, he just took the W's against the Steelers, so I could do that. And for the first time, we got Tuesday Night Football. I think they're going to finish the season out doing Tuesday Night Football. I love it. I love having an extra game.
But then, so there's no Thursday night game?
No.
So they moved the Rams in New England to what?
The Rams in New England. That was supposed to be Thursday?
Yep.
Couldn't be. The Rams play the Cardinals.
No, the Rams play the Cardinals Sunday.
So the Rams wouldn't have two games back to back.
So that's what I'm saying. Where did they move it?
Oh, that must be next week game. I'll look up in the calendar for you. So Cowboys at the Ravens Tuesday night, and I'll look it up for you.
Who you like in that game?
Like the Ravens.
Oh wow.
Like the Ravens. They need this. It's that embarrassing season.
I think they're done. Lamar's not going to be able to play. If he was going to play, they would have told you. Because what would you gain? What would you gain trying to excuse me? What would you gain trying to trick Dallas about a banged up quarterback in RG3, and then I don't know who the hell number 7 is. What are you going to gain? Just say Lamar's playing. So most likely he's out. Dallas will win that one.
So Lamar has the COVID bad where it's bothering him.
He comes back for this game. He's out to come back.
Yeah, well, it's a 14-day quarantine. When did he get it?
That game got pushed around. It should be over by now.
No,
it should have been over.
Right, but it would be that Tuesday. 14 days would be that Tuesday.
They changed the protocol. It's 10 days. It's not
10
14
days?
It's not 14 days
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
The CDC came out with a report talking about
Well, he should play.
the incubation period. They've changed everything.
I doubt he's playing, but he should play.
And I found that game. That game, the Patriots-Rams game is next Thursday.
Okay.
So Thursday Night Football comes back, bar no COVID upsets.
2 days after the Tuesday game.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Football.
A lot of football. You know what? Even with COVID, I still enjoy watching the games. Fantasy football. Omar, do you play fantasy football?
Not this year. I didn't think it was going to be a league, so I didn't play.
See,
I
man.
didn't think we were gonna make it.
I try to tell people you got to play anyway. If the league didn't go, then we just stop the league.
My first year not playing. This is my first year not playing, and it feels good to be watching the game and actually enjoy the game. Unlike you guys trying to figure out what's going on. I'm rooting for my team. I'm enjoying the game.
Okay.
Nah, I missed it. I ain't gonna lie. I missed it because I would have been killing it though.
How's it feel to be rooting for a team that you know and they're really gonna do nothing this season?
Hey, we have a chance. We have a chance.
Oh, we survive. Cowboys at the Ravens. We all taking the Ravens?
No, Cowboys.
Y'all taking the Ravens?
No.
You taking the Cowboys?
You took the Cowboys?
Why not?
If Lamar plays,
I doubt he's gonna play. But
if he plays, I just want to know your opinion.
If he plays, yeah. But right now, I'm taking the Cowboys. And then, Dalton's pretty good against that team.
Hey,
he played in that division.
The Cowboys have played like total trash, but the Cowboys is still the Cowboys. They still have a team,
but they still in it.
Hey, they say meet up with Dez Bryant.
They still in it. Now, if Lamar's back, yes, I'll take Baltimore, but I gotta go with them till I see Lamar's back.
I have to side with PP on that. With
because the other guy, because RG3 has a pulled hamstring, and then they threw the other guy in there. You saw how he looked.
And they still seem like a decent team.
Okay.
Ingram is still on the COVID list, huh?
They got 11 players on the COVID list.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys, man.
Until they tell us.
If Lamar comes back, then I'm with the Ravens. But you can go ahead and give me the Cowboys, man. Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys.
But until we find out who's gonna play, right now I'm taking the Cowboys. But Monday they could change and say, okay, Lamar's playing, Mark's playing. But right now, man.
So Omar, if Lamar plays, I'm going with the Ravens. If Lamar doesn't play, I'm with the Cowboys. How's that?
We don't play like that. You take your pick right now.
Oh my!
How fair is that though?
That
ain't fair.
You know what I'm saying? He need a little help. But you know what? I'm taking it.
I just think all kinds of upset this week. You might have
I'm taking the Cowboys.
That's a lot. 11 players on the COVID list.
I will take the Cowboys. All right, man. Thank you for calling in. And we might as well put we got a bet on the whole list who gets more right. And we can have a bet on that game too, because I'm taking Buffalo over you guys. Definitely.
You trying to get your money back? All right, let's do that.
I'm trying to get my money back and make some.
Okay, sounds good. Let me know what you need.
All right, it's the same amount. We don't need to. Everybody don't need to know.
We might as well just say who wins that. I say the Redskins are going to come out and they're going to win that division.
Yeah, I agree. They're not going to win this game, but they'll win that division.
The Steelers will be 12-0.
The Steelers will be 12-0?
Yes, sir.
No. They lose in this week, bro.
No.
That's not possible.
All right, man. Well, thank you for calling in, and I can't wait to hear from you next week. Happy to have you back, PB. You want to go on Thursday or Friday next week?
Well, it's always up in there because we have no clue.
Hey, people, with COVID going on, but we will get to you. No matter how, we will get to you. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and share, please. Always like, subscribe, and share. And we like hearing from you. Holler at us on our webpage, but go to YouTube and subscribe. We need our subscriber list up. We got to get our subscriber list back up so we can get back in function on the YouTube. Man, we like showing up for you guys. We like being here. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Have fun with football, people.
Flame on, flame on, flame on, flame on, Flame on!
It's about that time of day, let all the warriors come out and play. You tuned in to PB Smiley and Wayne Holloway. And me, my name's Santos, the Human Torch. And it's the hottest show around, it's called Blow the Whistle Sports. And today's the day, we talking sports and we came to play. Got no filter, we say what they all afraid to say. As last time we checked, football was a man's sport. So we don't let nothing fly like you ain't got a passport. We lot of fans, we attached to y'all. We talk about everything in the catalog, from football to basketball. We never had a loss. My team's so official, got stripes like the rap, that's why they call us Blow the Whistle. Big Packett on go like a loaded pistol. If you got a problem with us, let us know the issue. We giving y'all the realest talk on live. Tap in with us, btwsport.com.